Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm checking out the DigiLand DL1023 quad-core Android tablet, available for $60 at Best Buy right now. So yes, you heard that correctly. This is available for $60 right now and up until Black Friday. I'm not sure if this price will come down again later on, but you have pretty much all the specs up here. This is the MediaTek 1.3 GHz quad-core processor. I believe that might be the MediaTek MT8163. I mean, we'll see once we open this up. A HD 1280 by 800 IPS screen. 1280 by 800 is a little low for a 10.1 inch screen, but still tolerable. 32 gigs of internal storage, dual cameras, obviously you got the Play Store. Nothing much around the sides. And then on the back you have some more specs here. The operating system is Android 9.0. And then pretty much the same stuff down here. It's like 2 gigabytes of RAM, 0.3 front and 2 megapixel rear camera. The camera sounds like the same trend for every tablet that's going on sale during Black Friday right now. There's a G sensor. I'm not sure what a G sensor is. Is that for GPS? I could be totally wrong on that. So 5,000 milliamp hour battery, micro SD card slot up to 128 gigs. And then a 3.5mm headphone jack, power adapter, and yeah, pretty much everything else down there. By the way, the box is really small this comes in, and I kind of like that. There's a quick setup guide here, and then this should be for warranty. And then the tablet itself, underneath here, should be the charger and wall outlet. It's like in the back, located here. So this is the micro USB cable to recharge it, and this is the USB wall outlet. Honestly, everything looks the same on this tablet compared to last year's, like the body with the speakers, the cameras, back and front, even the specs. The only main difference is that this is running Android 9 versus the older one was running Android 8.1. So we'll see if it's a little more optimized or if it's a little faster now compared to last year. On one side, you've got the 3.5mm headphone jack, power button, volume keys, micro SD card slot, and an actual reset button, which is nice compared to like other times when there's like you have to put like a pin in to try to reset it. And yeah, there it is right there. And then there's the microphone on the bottom. On the bottom there's really nothing else here. On the other side there's not much else again, but then the camera is on the front camera, the rear camera is on the back, in the middle, and there's 2 speaker grills on the bottom. On the front, technically there's no screen protector installed on this, unless if you want to remove this little green flap here, because when I tried to take it out there's no other screen protector, so this could technically work as one that's on top here if you remove it. And there's a software update for minor bug fixes. It's only 36 megabits, so nothing crazy. Another thing I forgot to show was the micro USB is located on top here to recharge the tablet. And the tablet screen itself isn't that bad at 1280 by 800. I was actually kind of underestimating it, so it's not that bad. This gets bright, but not enough to use outside in sunlight, and it gets really dim too compared to other tablets that I've tested. Maybe that's a good thing for nighttime use. Out of the box, it comes with 24.5 gigs available after you update all the apps that it comes pre-installed with. And all the pre-installed apps are all here. None of these can be uninstalled from what I tried doing. Despite these apps, you still have a lot of space here compared to like a lot of other tablets at 26.5 gigs. And plus you could install a micro SD card up to 128 gigs if you wanted to. I also took some screenshots here, and the camera is poor at best. It's almost a little worse than other ones. Actually, they're kind of about the same now that I'm thinking about it. You could zoom in and see it says PAL M5 True Wireless Earbuds, and the smaller font is a little harder to read, but then the front camera is also pretty poor at best. Not sure what else to really expect from that, to be honest. I'm not sure that this would be a deal breaker for most of you, but this is just to show you how it performs outdoors, and yeah, nothing great. Videos playing at 720p. Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm checking out the ONN 10.1-inch Android tablet with a detachable keyboard, available for $59 on Black Friday. So it seems like the speakers are tinny, of course, but it seems like there is stereo sound because I did do a right and left testing, and the sound did emit from the right side when it needed to, and the left side wasn't working, and then when the left side was only supposed to play, the left side was working, so, and the right side wasn't. So that's kind of surprising to me. Either way, I don't think you'll notice the difference because they're both on one side here when you're watching in landscape mode, except when you're in portrait mode, you'll definitely hear the difference. It would have been nice to have the speakers on each end here instead of just on the back so you can hear it a little better, but I digress. It would have been nicer if there were speakers on one on each side, like instead of just being on the back too, like the Walmart's $59 tablet, ONN 10-inch tablet. That's the video I showed too just now in here, but I digress. Anyways, web browsing seems decent here. It seems like I do notice a bit of lag here and there and freezes. I can't seem to go down too well, and I guess that might have been one thing. And it takes a longer time to load things on the page, like images. But is it tolerable? Yes. And with 2 gigabytes of RAM, you don't have any multitasking options. Even if you want to play a song or if you want to play a video, it's not going to emit down here or come down in like a smaller screen. That's kind of unfortunate because I saw with 2 gigabytes, you're able to do it on some tablets while others you can't. So that is kind of odd. On the Antutu benchmark, this got a score of 42,000, and that's a little lower than what I'd like to see. The CPU was decent, GPU and RAM. RAM was a little higher than I thought, and I believe the UI or UX is a little lower. If UX stands for the user interface, I don't think Android 9 is well optimized here compared to some other tablets that I've seen, like the ONN 10-inch tablet. I hate to keep bringing that one up, but that one does perform better and it is smoother than this one. And at the time of this video, it's going to be available for $59 on Black Friday there. I'll talk a little more about it at the end of the video. First game I'm checking out here is Jetpack Joyride. I notice the frame rate isn't completely smooth, but I do notice it's slowing down just slightly here and there. But not bad. But yeah, you see that slowdown right there? That's what I'm talking about. That might make the game unplayable at times, or yeah, but overall I think it's still decent. At the same time, a simple 2D game like that lagging is a little concerning as I'm thinking about it. I don't think, and the 3D game here is Fruit Ninja, and it doesn't seem to be working pretty well. I'd say it's unplayable due to the lag. And I actually want to take that back about the Jetpack Joyride game. I mean, to each his own, you can determine it for yourself whether it's playable for you or not, but it seems like games are not going to be good on here to play. So overall, this is just really meant for basic tasks and watching videos in HD 720p. Overall, I'm disappointed in this compared to last year's model. Last year's model worked out a lot better. I mean, I should have a card up here somewhere, or even in the description, and it performed better. I was able to play PUBG. I think that was playable to a certain extent. Versus on here, it's like these two things are struggling. So based on that, I really can't recommend this. Now again, this is the cheapest tablet with 2 gigs of RAM, and it is usable for like basic tasks, like I said before. At the same time, around this time, since it's Black Friday, and I'm not sure if it'll come down in price, but the ONN 10-inch tablet with the detachable keyboard is on sale on Black Friday. So I'd recommend checking that out instead of this one for Black Friday. And if it goes on sale again, the one without the keyboard goes for $79, and I don't think this is a Black Friday deal. This is probably the regular price. And if that's the case, I'd still go with this over this one that I'm testing out here, mainly because that one performs smoothly. Not the one with the Intel version, with the Intel CPU, because I haven't tested that one out. This one, I believe, had a MediaTek processor. But regardless, you can see the performance for yourself. I'll have an annotation somewhere around here and a card somewhere up here as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think I was a little too harsh? Would you pick this up? Or have you tried the ONN yourself? As always, thanks for watching.